So before we start our makeup today, we're going to be moisturizing, and I'm using the Origins Energy Boosting Moisturizer. This stuff feels amazing on your skin and it smells so good. I'm going to be pressing that into my skin to really make sure that the product really goes in there, and then we can blend out. You always want to make sure you moisturize before you apply your foundation. Also from them, I'm using the refreshing eye cream. This stuff works really well as well. It really helps brighten my eye. It prevents any creasing from my concealer that I'm going to be using after. And also, you want to make sure you always use an eye cream when you're young. I heard that when you start using an eye cream like around your 20s, it will prevent any creasing, any wrinkles from aging, you know, all those fine lines that we don't want as women. I'm priming my eyelids, and I used the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is an oldie but a goodie, and it works really well. So I'm just patting that all over my eyelids, prepping for shadow. This is the palette I'm going to be using, and it is mostly by Makeup Geek. I'm using the color Creme Brulee today for my transition color. Your transition color always wants to be almost the same color as your skin color. It's just gonna help with your blending process after. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm using a Sigma E40 brush to really just get that all over my crease, sort of like a rainbow motion. This is another color by Makeup Geek called Mocha. It is such a pretty brown color. I'm using a Morphe E18 brush to really pack that color on. You want to pack, pat, pat, pat. To really get the product out of there, I'm going on my outer corner, and I'm also going in the inner corner of my eye to get that color really good in there. I can't talk. I'm leaving the middle part of the eye blank because I'm going to be going in with a different color there next. So when you don't have any product on your brush, you can bring it up a little bit, but not too high up. This is the star of the show, and it is by Kat Von D in the color Thrasher, I don't know how you say it. My camera stopped recording, so I'm going to be showing you what I did. I packed it on the middle part of the eyelid where we didn't add any color, and I'm using a Sigma E55 brush to get that in there. I also used a color Bitten by Makeup Geek, such a pretty red Coca-Cola kind of color. I used the same Morphe E18 brush to get that in the outer parts of the eye and also in the inner part of the eye. You want to grab slowly and just pack that to your liking little by little, because you don't want to go all in, you know, just get little by little, blend it out little by little. And you're going to see me go back and forth a lot with this brush because it's going to help me, you know, just blend really well. I love this brush. When I start blending, I start diffusing the color. So I'm going to be darkening it up a little bit. And I'm using Corrupt, also by Makeup Geek. I swear, guys, this is the blackest black in the market. Marlena did such a good job with this shadow. I'm putting that also in the outer corner of the eye and in the inner corner of the eye because I wanted it to be a little bit darker in there. So just pack that to your liking. Take your time. I mean, this is magic of editing, that it looks so fast, but trust me, you have to take your time so it can look good. So as you see, I'm going to go back with that E40 brush to really blend that in there to my liking. I'm going to be grabbing a little bit more, blending, grabbing a little more, and blending. It's a blending process, guys. See, so the color diffused, so I went ahead and added a little bit of my primer water to my brush and grabbed more of that Metal Crush eyeshadow to really make it like foil and like really bright, and you know, because I was losing the color. So yeah, I'm using Maybelline Blackest Black Eye Studio Liner Gel Liner for this, and just a random eyeliner brush. I'm gonna speed this through because it's gonna take me forever to do this, and you don't want to be here for like 20-30 minutes, right? I normally just start the wing and I bring it in and I fill in the inner parts. This is a NYX glitter liner, and I put that on top of the black eyeliner that I went ahead and did. I'm sorry I'm not in focus, but I was really concentrating really well on that wing, so I'm really sorry about that. But this is such a pretty glitter. You know what would look really good with this look too? A red glitter. I should have done that. I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, and I use the Demi Wispies lashes, and I just packed that on, and now we're moving on to our face. This is a radiant primer by Makeup Forever, and as I said, you want to press it into your face to really make sure you get that product in there, and then we can rub out. I'm using today my Giorgio Armani foundation. Oh, sorry. You know, I primed my face with the water primer because I am really dry and I always want to look hydrant. Here you go. I'm using the Giorgio Armani foundation and my Morphe 439 brush, and I sprayed a little bit with that primer water as well to really be dewy because, like I said, I have really dry skin, so I really want to be really hydrant and dewy and glowy. I'm going to be pressing that all over my face, and then I'm going to be rubbing all over. Don't forget also, when you're doing your foundation, you get like under your neck and your chin and really under there, because I hate when people have their neck and face a different color, so make sure you really go in there. I'm using now my Tarte concealer, and I love this concealer so much. I'm going underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to be going around my nose because that's where we tend to get red as women. And I'm just going to be blending out with my damp beauty blender, so just blend that really well. Oh, and I had to take a little bit of a dance break because, you know, if there's no music, there's no life. I am now just highlighting underneath my eye using the Maybelline Camouflage concealer. I believe that's the name of it. And just putting that underneath my eye, on my forehead, on my bridge of my nose, and on my chin. And blend that out with my beauty blender. Yeah, I had a singing moment there. I'm gonna be setting my under eye, and I'm using my MAC Emphasize Highlighting Brightening Powder and my Anastasia Banana Powder to just really set underneath my eye, everywhere I put my concealer, and I'm using a Sigma Tapered F35 brush. Also, to set my face, I am using the Morphe M527 brush and the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. You always want to make sure you do this because it's going to help with your blending process after, like with your blush, your bronzer, and all of that stuff we're going to apply to our face. I am using the Morphe M523 brush for my contour, and I'm using the MAC shade in Shade Stir. I'm going to be putting that in the hollow of my cheeks, the temples, and yeah, everywhere we want to just bronze and contour. I'm also going to be putting this a little bit on the bridge of my nose to get a little bit of a bronzer and kind of contouring and not so contouring. I don't know, you know, I just want to have a bronzer, something bronzy going on. I'm doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to speed through this also because it's going to take me forever to do. I used the Anastasia pomade in the color Chocolate. Like I said, it takes me forever because my eyebrows are really, really bad. So yeah, let's just move forward to the next thing. Let's speed it up. Abigail, hurry up and just do those eyebrows. I'm gonna be going with this such a pretty blush. I love it. It is by Becca, and it is one of their new blushes called Nightingale. It's such a pretty but pigmented, so be careful. Pigmented, I swear, blush. And I'm using a Morphe, what is this? A Morphe E4 blush brush. I don't even think it's a blush brush. E40 brush to just pack my blush in there. And you want to pack, tap, tap, and then rub. Tap and then rub. You want to really make sure you blend that out because you don't want to be looking like a clown girl. I'm cleaning it up a little bit using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I want to brighten a little bit underneath there because I want it to be a little bit more structured. I'm using my beauty blender to do this. I'm not going to bake for so long. I'm just going to be brightening it up and then I'm going to be wiping it off with the brush afterwards. What did I have in there? Oh my god. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, so just brighten that under eye and then just wipe it off with a brush unless you want to just bake for long, but I didn't really want to bake that much. I'm gonna be working with my under eye and I'm using a Morphe 432 brush and I really love this brush. I recently got it. It works really well. It really gets precise in there. I'm using the color Mocha that we use on our eyelids and on our outer corner of the eye, you know, that brown color. And just blend that out with a Sigma eyeshadow pencil brush. This is the E30 brush. Blend that out. It has a little bit of corrupt eyeshadow in there, so you know it's just gonna help blending. Take your time while doing this because when you don't take your time, that's when you start looking like a panda. So just take your time with your under eye. I wanted a little bit of pop of color in there on my inner corner of the eye. So I'm taking some of that Metal Crush eyeshadow and just put that in the inner parts of the eye. And I'm using a Sigma E05 eyeliner brush to do this. It's a very thin brush and it's really going to help me get in there precisely. I'm going in with mascara. I never want to miss this part because I feel if I miss this part, I'm going to look naked. I'm using the Younique 3D Fiber Lash Mascara to do this. I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone and I'm using MAC Emphasize. I really love this technique. I've been doing it lately because it's not so shimmery or frosty. It's just a perfect brightening effect. It doesn't even look like you have anything there, but it just really brightens your brow bone. I'm going to be using two highlighters today. I did not find my highlight brush, so I improvised and I used a Sigma F35 tapered kabuki brush, I believe it's called. I'm not sure. I'll list it down below. And I used also Champagne Pop on the high points of my cheeks, on my forehead, on the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and just blend that out with the brush. Now for lips, I'm going to be using this Pretty color by Kat Von D. She did an awesome job with this lip color. It's the bomb, I swear. It's such a pretty mauve, neutral, nude color. It's a perfect everyday lip color and it lasts pretty long. So yeah, I'm just going to be putting that all over my lips. And to set everything, this is basically it. I'm going to be using my Smashbox water primer to really look dewy, not powdery or cakey. You want to set your face. This is a good trick. So this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I went ahead and let my hair down a bit. You know, keeping it a little bit natural. It was really fun filming this. I am so excited to be working with spring now. Woo! Spring, 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 spring. All the blues, the purples, the pinks, and you know, all those pastel colors. Pastel, Abigail, pastel. That's the word, pastel. You can hear my bird. Listen to him. Kiko! Kiko? My bird. My bird loves to be the attention. Every time he hears me singing or talking, he's like, quack, quack. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.